I want to take a few minutes to demonstrate the capabilities of the Jetpack, both in what it can store and how the system works together. Now, just like any bag, what you put in it and how much you put in it is up to you, personal preference, where you're going, how you're traveling. I've always been intrigued by the idea that I could take 3 days worth of diving equipment and supplies, either for a short weekend getaway, or in the event that the airline loses my luggage while I'm on a trip of a lifetime, that at least I've got enough to get me by for a couple of days, or for the whole trip if I had to. And that's really what I've done here. It could be overweight, it could be oversized for carry-on, again, depending on how it's packed. But ultimately, with everything that I've got in it, I've still got a manageable backpack-style bag that I can throw on my back, carry through the airport, and stow in the overhead. The nice thing about the system is if you have overpacked it, you get to the airport and it's either overweight, it won't fit nicely in the overhead, overhead space is limited far more than what you had anticipated, or you're on a small carrier, it does break apart into 2 sections. That's kind of the benefit of the Jetpack system, is you have 2 different pieces that work together as one. That's the first thing I'm going to do, is simply loosen the connection points and then disconnect the day pack essentially from the BC. And I'll set the day pack aside, or I'll set the BC aside for just a second. And then I'm left with the day pack. It has its own set of backpack straps, which then I can connect and carry separately. Or I could stash this in the overhead, the BC section, and harness down under the seat or in another section of the overhead. So worst case, fully loaded, I've got a clean, nice travel solution. Let's take a look at what I've got inside. On the front pockets, I've got an area here that I keep my headphones, chapstick, gum. I'd put maybe my phone, my wallet as I was going through the security checkpoint. Nice, easy place to stash that. Over on the other side, a nice roomy pocket. I've got this little travel case that I roam with. I've got, some pain medication if I need that on the airplane, earplugs, my passport, my boarding pass, a pen to fill out arrival documents, things that I may need at a moment's notice, either on the plane or once I arrive. In the main compartment, I have got an extraordinary amount of things here. I've got first my AERIS hat. I'll need that on the dive trip. Open it up. Again, fairly easy access if I'm on the plane. I've got my dive magazines, my AERIS catalog, my iPad. I've got a complete regulator system. I've got a quick disconnect on my computer, but I've got my primary, my first stage, my inflator hose. I've got my toiletry bag loaded. I've got a pair of my XL fins. And inside here, I've got a little goodie bag. I've got my GoPro. In the other foot pocket, I've got my defog and my mask. Keep going. Little save a dive kit. Snorkel. My dive computer. Dive computer manual, extra battery. I've got a pair of flip-flops, a couple pairs of socks, my dive gloves, I've even got some business cards, my phone charger and an international adapter, my download cable for my dive computer, a thumb drive just in case I need that, my keys attached inside, and again, just another adapter for my charger. And last but not least, I've also got essentially enough clothes to get me by for a couple of days. I've got 2 pairs of shorts, a couple of t-shirts, and a swimsuit. So that's what I've stashed away inside the day pack. And there's still a few more items that I've got. I'm back to the BC and the harness system. Unzip the cover on the back of the bladder. Pull that away, and I've got a full 3 mil suit. Got my boots, my light, and also tucked back here is my cummerbund and weight pockets for the BC, which I'll just go ahead and show you how this all goes together and transforms from a carry-on bag into a buoyancy compensator. The bladder is tucked away inside this rear compartment that we were just kind of stowing things in. You can unfurl that a bit. Inflator comes up over the shoulder. Roll up the flap on the side. It just tucks under. There are a couple of Velcro straps to cinch it down. As simple as that. And then on the outside edge of this cover, there is a Velcro tab, top, along the sides, and then the bottom as well. Keep that nice and streamlined. You're going to see that the BC bladder comes out above. You have your main cam band and then a lower cam band for stability. We turn it over. I attach my inflator. And then really it's just a matter of installing the cummerbund and weight pockets. Just Velcroed on. The weight pocket is positionable. You can move this forward and back depending on the size of the cummerbund that you adjust to. The plate, there's a plastic plate that the Velcro cummerbund threads through. It's adjustable up and down as well for size and position. But I simply weave the Velcro webbing through, affix it to the other side, and then rather than having the quick disconnect attached to the bottom of the harness, I disconnect that and then attach directly into the clip that's on the weight pocket to support the weight of my integrated weight system. Repeat on the other side. And I've just gone from a carry-on bag, carrying a complete set of dive gear, clothes, and other travel accessories for a 3-day trip, to a buoyancy compensator.